Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's the Race of Gentlemen from Wildwood, New Jersey, the greatest race on earth. From there, Harley-Davidson accelerates strategy to build the next generation of riders globally. Then, it's the Cherokee Blue Ridge Run and the beauty of the Blue Ridge. And an exclusive interview with legendary actor Bruce Dern on the set of Nation's Fire. All this and more here on Born to Ride.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Love Jugs, the most powerful and effective V-twin engine cooling system in the world. Get your Love Jugs at a dealer near you. Find out at love-jugs.com.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Hello, whatever you are. Dr. Paul Barra here. I was born to ride. Were you? Vroom, vroom, vroom. And just remember, I'll be lurking for you.
I like these old machines because they just seem to have their own soul. At one point, this bike had been in a field, and someone literally used it for target practice.
I'm Jason Sheets.
I'm Jennifer Sheets.
We're in Wildwood, New Jersey for the Race of Gentlemen.
We're gonna tear up some sand at Trog, huh?
Jen and I have been doing it since the very first one.
Racing traditional hot rods and these old antique American-built machines, it's really something to see and something to be a part of. These old machines, they really seem to have their own personality, and they've sat quiet for a lot of years, and someone like my husband brings them back to life.
I love the history part of it, trying to learn who owned the motorcycle, the stories behind it.
At one point, this bike had been in a field, and someone literally used it for target practice. And he went inside the oil tank and preserved the bullet holes and still ran that original oil tank. Now that, to me, is love and passion.
It's kind of a family thing. We have a daughter. She's 19 months old, and she goes like this with her right hand and goes boom, boom, makes little motorcycle
she makes a noise,
noises.
yeah. It's in her blood. You know, girls are just as capable.
The race has gotten bigger and bigger. I mean, there's people now coming from all over the world to race, and this place is perfect for it. It's amazing. It is so cool. It's like a 50s time warp.
We want to preserve these machines. We want to preserve this history and racing on the beach. It's a pretty cool way to do it.
I've been running since the day I was born. I'm the definition of a warrior. Shed a tear for each soul set free. But that's what happens when you dance with me. Go ahead, baby.
It's the Warhorse Harley-Davidson Ocala Summer Sales Event. Pre-owned Harleys starting at only $4,000 and brand new Harleys for only $99 per month. Over 300 Harleys to choose from. We have the right ride for you at the price that fits your budget. If you have ever wanted to create your own personal freedom, your time is now. Join us on Highway 441 in Ocala for one of our weekend parties with awesome music, food, and free beer. Get all the facts at warhorseharley.com or visit Warhorse Harley-Davidson in Ocala.
It's the Warhorse Harley-Davidson Warriors of Wrestling Super Show.
Warhorse Harley-Davidson Logan Creed, the Extinction Level event has arrived. And you're looking at the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. Bruce Santee, first time we met, you walked away with the victory, but this time I brought my title and I'm putting it on the line. So today at the Warhorse, I will return to Anarchy, the champion.
Here I come to Ocala, Florida, the marquee Bruce Santee. And people know, like, I don't come out to wrestle just to frickin' wrestle. I come out to beat people up. I come out for opportunities. I come out to claim belts and retire them because there's not a guy there that can beat me. But then they invite this guy Logan Creed, who's like 6'9", 350 pounds, and they want me to challenge him. Hey man, I'm cool with that, bro. Everybody who's 1 month away from 40 years old, which is me, so you guys look at this as beauty, wants a challenge. So tonight, at the Harley-Davidson of Ocala, Florida, I take it out. I take that title. I become the man. I prove why at 39 years old, I can still get the job done because I am the last greatest big man in this business. So tonight you're gonna see it, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna hurt him way more than it hurts me. And I'm gonna have that belt like this and retire it. That's what we doing. Full of beer? How dare you? I saw most of it. Let's go, Chief! How about that?
It's the Warhorse Harley-Davidson Ocala Summer Sales Event. Pre-owned Harleys starting at only $4,000 and brand new Harleys for only $99 per month. Over 300 Harleys to choose from. We have the right ride for you at the price that fits your budget. If you have ever wanted to create your own personal freedom, your time is now. Join us on Highway 441 in Ocala for one of our weekend parties with awesome music, food, and free beer. Get all the facts at warhorseharley.com or visit Warhorse Harley-Davidson in Ocala.
Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe. Ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor. Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
It's coming. The best old school biker rally in the state. Roscoe's Chili Challenge. Born to Ride bike show. Born to Ride TV taping. Oh, don't want to miss Roscoe's Chili Challenge. So much more coming. Bring your tents, camping. Plenty of RV parking. Sponsors, vendors, call now. This is Roscoe's Chili Challenge. The best old school biker party in the state. For more info, call Roscoe's.
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and magazine, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
Stay tuned. Bruce Dern exclusive interview is coming up.
Want to change your life forever in just 3 days? Learn to ride at Warhorse Harley-Davidson Riding Academy in Ocala. It's only 3 days, and with our 98% graduation rate, you are certain to succeed. Change the way people look at you forever. Tired of riding without a license? Get your motorcycle or trike endorsement today. Our class is fast and it's fun. And remember, active military and veterans can attend for free. Ride with confidence. Warhorse Harley-Davidson Riding Academy, Ocala, Florida, 352-732-2488.
Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
Born to Ride magazine, the hottest, baddest, most popular magazine for the biker lifestyle. Hard-hitting, action-packed, up-to-date, real content, exclusive stories and interviews that always leave you wanting more. Local and national coverage that you can always count on. Born to Ride magazine can now be delivered directly to your door. Only $39.95 for 12 issues. Order now. Order now. 888-795-5779 or check out BornToRide.com. Born to Ride.
Basically, bikes. I started my career doing a lot of, well, not my career, but early in my career, I did about 11 biker films in 5 years, most for Roger Corman. And we had a group of us, 4 or 5 of us, Jack Nicholson, myself, Dennis Hopper, Peter Fonda, Michael Parks. We would be the guys that would do the biker movies. And there was a lot of acid and stuff in those movies, so they were kind of drive-in movies. Nobody's ever made a really great motorcycle movie. Ours were kind of exploitation movies for drive-ins, and that's what they did, and we'd make them for about $160,000 in 10 days, and they'd make $5 or $6 million in the drive-in, and they made a company called American International Pictures, AIP, and Roger Corman. What attracted me to this material was the dialogue and the care for relationships that weren't working, that were broken. And from what you just saw in there, that these people would carry on like that in front of a 7-year-old little kid is disgusting. But I've had people in my life that have done such things, and I'm sure a lot of other people have too. And I like the fact that somebody wrote that down with a passion to get that on screen. People see it. I don't know what Tom's background is, but trust me, there's something going on there that we saw in this movie. And it makes sense, and it works. And the most interesting thing about it is it's audience-orientated, because there's no age group that should see this movie except anyone between 10 and 80. Or 90, I'm 80. So it's just because, and the bikes aren't what the movie's about. The movie's about behavior and people and heart and courage, and this girl being out to go out there and get done. When I was 11 years old, my mother said to me, "How come you never come home after school? Your track practice," because I was a big runner, is over by 4:30, 4:45. You're never home till 6:15. What do you do? I didn't have a good relationship with my mother. I said, well, I go out and do stuff. I have a friend, I go out and do stuff. Well, what do you do? That's more important than coming home and being on time for things here. And when in my house, you had to wear white gloves to dinner and dress in a suit. Every dinner for 18 years, from the time I was 3 years old on. And I said, I tell you what I do, Mother. Me and my friend like up. And that's what I loved about whoever wrote this script, because he may have waited till later in his life, but he's saying, hey folks, if you want to go these kind of routes, this is what can happen. And it is people that, because of their human spirit, rose above it and, excuse the expression, but got us done. You know what I mean? And the whole thing that I say in the movie about one man, one horse, and this is what it is, you know, is synonymous with the bikers. the thing that's neat about it is, this is not a Western, but it is what the Westerns were about. This is a Western because it's still on motorcycles, which is why people left East St. Louis every April and went 15 miles a day in a covered wagon or on a horse by himself all the way to Sacramento. And not for gold. This was even before gold. They went because they knew the following phrase, if you take the song, and that's what this movie's about in the bike culture. The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain. And what do you think he saw? What he saw was a chance for a bigger tapestry, like the pioneers saw. That's why when these guys get on bikes, whether the old lady's on the back or not, they are doing something no one else is really doing. They're getting out there and they're not risking their lives, but they're risking to find what they really want to find. It's like in Catcher in the Rye, Holden Caulfield says he wanted to just grab the brass ring. That's all these folks want to do. And they just don't want to be hassled by people on the way and all the negativity about bikers and outlaw motorcycle gangs and everything else. All the bikers I was around, and I was around from Sonny Barger to all the Hells Angels in Oakland and San Bernardino and everything else, and the bona fide outlaw guys. And on my jacket in this movie, it says 1% here. That's because they're the 1% of society that thinks they don't belong or don't fit. And all they want you to do is just accept them. They want to be accepted. Everyone I knew in the days we were going, in the 60s, were all Korean veterans, and they were the most patriotic guys I ever knew. Their biggest day of the year was Memorial Day. You know, now they don't even celebrate it on Memorial Day, but all the bikers do. They wait till the 30th of May, and that's when they celebrate it, because that's when it is. So there's a history here that in the movie makers and the crew and the productivity. I mean, I'm here one day, and I saw 20 days of work done in a day because everybody pulled their oar. And it's very rare to see. And we're talking wildcat crews. I mean, I don't know where all you came to. I don't think you've done 10 movies together, you know what I mean? And it's a joy to see, and it's a delight, and there's an energy here that is really interesting. But the biggest thing is the story itself and the pictures that the story will show you. Because the man didn't make a movie about bikers. He made a movie about people. And as long as he stays that way, that kid will do big stuff. And as long as people like you have faith in a kid like that, to hang in there with him. He's got problems. He's got to learn about time constraints. He's got to learn about he doesn't have as much to spend as he thinks he does. But he molded a group of people together in a short period of time that worked just like a team. I'd never heard anybody yell today. I never heard an argument. I never saw anything. It was just smooth. That is really rare. So if the folks get out and see this movie when it gets out, and you got to get it out there, and it will get out there. I don't know who you go to and show distributors, but any distributor would be nuts not to pick up a movie like this, because this is money. You know, I'm not saying it's going to win Oscars or anything like that, but it's going to get the folks' attention. And not just the folks that go to biker movies, but people that want to know why we behave why the way we do in times of crisis. And that's what this does. And you have a little girl's point of view, an older man's point of view, a guy in prison's point of view, and the city or wherever it is point of view of who those people are in their community. And that's really all I have to say, but that's what you got here. You know, you got lightning in a bottle. If you carry it on from here, you know, you're good.
If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #BornToRideMotorcycleMedia, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Is your business becoming invisible? 5 reasons to advertise. 1. You control the message completely. 2. Creates credibility and sense of a thriving business. 3. Brings awareness to everything you are doing. 4. Find new customers. 5 keeps you top of mind. We could tell you more, but you get the idea. Create a great advertising relationship today with Born to Ride. Call 888-795-5779.